Every day, people across the world take advantage of the utilities that are readily available to them. Electricity that powers our homes and allows for us our commonplace amenities, oil that drives our cars and transportation systems, natural gas that heats our homes, water, and stoves. Due to how these instruments help us and our gratitude towards them, how they are powered is unseen and largely go unnoticed as the human population only recognizes what they provide. Extraction and production methods are secluded from the general population as they are done far away from major populations and are not publicized, and any public catastrophes that do come about are quickly covered up and predominantly go unpunished by virtue of political interest. However, the invisible effects that are generated from these methods are starting to come to light as a result of their role in contributing to the current climate crisis, not to mention its toll of environmental degradation and the detrimental effects it elicits to human health and quality of life. Knowing all of this, what could possibly be beneficial of a system like this, and why do we knowingly continue these practices? To address this, it is necessary to look back on how society has progressed as a whole. The implementation of fossil fuels to create and power new technologies, as noted by the Industrial Revolution, advanced human society as never seen before, leading to a newer and better life. Yet, those same resources and technologies that were once regarded as the superlative tool for human transcendence sowed our own undoing, thus tying ourselves to a ruinous system that perpetuates a negative feedback loop of extraction, environmental degradation, consumption, pollution, and production of waste, hence our current climate crisis and continued reliance on fossil fuels. Now, understanding where our appreciation of and reliance on fossil fuels comes from, one can see how difficult it is to change our fixed, deep-rooted systemic use of fossil fuels. They're enormously useful, massively valuable, and hugely important geopolitically. Nonetheless, as the climate crisis increases in public opinion, the design, application, and utilization of alternative and green technologies like wind, solar, nuclear, and geothermal technologies, in tandem with weaning off of our use of fossil fuels, will become an ever-pressing necessity. Be that as it may, the large corporations and governments that control and depend on oil, coal, and natural gas are hesitant to diverge from a deeply ingrained system that has so much power and money held within it. They see the answer as using the same harmful resources and practices to come up with new and innovative technologies that will fix the problem fossil fuels created in the first place. Our current system of fossil fuel use for energy has allowed for an advancement in society that would have not otherwise been possible or even conceivable. Consequently, we as a global population retain an allegiance towards a socio-economic political system that relies on these destructive and dirty energy sources. And while the battle to diverge from fossil fuels and dirty energy to alternative green energy sources seems bleak, the campaign for better, more sustainable energy sources is not impossible. Though it is going to take more than policy reform and more efficient technologies, which really only continue to maintain our reliance on fossil fuels to create genuine change. Widespread, united action in regards to living and engaging in less destructive ways towards the environment is crucial for this fight. This then hinges on a massive paradigm shift in how the world population views the environment, their relationship towards it, and what they truly value in regards to how their actions affect the natural environment around them. Fortunately, the revolution has already begun in cities and countries all over the world who are engaging in practices that not only move away from the system of fossil fuel use, but also promote environmental consciousness within their communities. Private and community gardens are increasingly more commonplace, and commuting by bicycle, hybrid, and electric cars is also continuing to skyrocket over more conventional and detrimental practices like driving. Moreover, most newly built houses and buildings are being equipped with environmentally conscious and sustainable instruments and adhere to environmentally beneficial guidelines. The battle on fossil fuels is not over. The transformation and progression of the world's conventional energy sources to sustainable green practices is starting to take hold, and it is imperative we continue to do so.